Hi Taurus, welcome to your 2023 year ahead forecast. Let's get started. I urge you to watch the December general reading before watching this because it will have a lot of added benefit for you. The cards that I pulled for that reading were the Magic Stream, and your spirit animal was the butterfly, which speaks of reinventing yourself. Now the Magic Stream is interesting because that's what I'm seeing your energy as throughout the entire year of 2023. It's a universal flow of consciousness, the Magic Stream. It's experiences. Every experience that you have in life, of course, is, think of it as a book. Actually, I'm gonna ask you to think of it as a book. Now when we look at a book, every book has a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? But what if we carried over from the end? Oftentimes we're left by an author with an ending which encourages us or inspires us to perhaps place ourselves in the role of the person that we were reading about, or inspires us to carry on something in our own life. It inspires us to use our imagination about what that character might do next. So what are you going to do next here, Taurus? That's what Spirit is being a little bit. I want to say it's kind of like a provocation. A Spirit is coming in with something to inspire your next chapter. It doesn't see the ending for you. Some of you may have thought, well, this was my life at the beginning, that was my life in the middle, and this is the way my life is at the end. But what if there's another chapter, Spirit is saying? What if there's another chapter of the book that is yet to be written? Have a think about it, Taurus. There is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, that beginning, middle, and end, because it's all part of a continuous flow of your journey, of your greater evolution, of constantly reinventing yourself. You're meant to be continuing to reinvent yourself, to continue to grow, to continue to evolve. This is not the end of your story, Taurus. That's what I'm getting very clearly. Like an ever-flowing magic stream here, your experiences filter through your whole world, and thereby it informs and influences still more in the world. Like you still have a lot more to give to the world. There's something here that I'm getting, Taurus, where the next chapter of your life is going to help inspire, inform, and create something that is going to inform the world. It's something like that. Now it could be a project, a creative idea, a goal, whatever it is. It's something that you're meant to still achieve in life. Inspiration, invention, revelations, they rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is the shared storehouse of all of the potential of humankind in the world. And when you remember that you're part of that fluid continuity of life, that you still have something to share, that you feel still inspired by the continuity of life, you still feel inspired by the world around you, and thereby the world is inspired by you. You become that channel, an open channel for inspiration to flow to you and through you and onward flow to others. So allow that to flow through you, to carry your dreams into reality, because success benefits many, not just one. That's what I'm getting here. You're being urged to swim with the tide. Swim with the tide. Okay, so let's dive deep here, Taurus. I want to start with you. Now, the Sun, the Five of Pentacles. Well, in the past, Taurus, I get that you may have felt a little bit insecure, a little bit unsure of yourself, doubted your abilities. Perhaps you had that doubt placed on you by Other people, and again, in December I had some kind of opposing force that was saying, well, you can't do that, you're not good enough, Taurus. So there's something here where you felt perhaps that you weren't good enough. But the sun is shining on you here to show you that yes, you are good enough. Yes, you do have the abilities. You do have the skills. All you have to do is open up and receive the gift of inspiration from the world around you. So if you felt like the world was a closed chapter, a closed book for you, it's not. There's still much to achieve, and this is going to bring you out. Bring you out, bring you confidence, put you front and center. In December, I think I called the reading "Taking Center Stage." That's where I see you, taking your rightful place in the center stage of the story of your life. And as an author of your own life, you are creating the next chapter in your life. You thought that the book was closed. You thought, well, this is it. This is how it ends for me. Spirit is saying, nope, rethink that. There's something more. There's something more. Now, when it comes to finances, and I want to pull a financial card actually for you before I even talk about that. So let's see, financially speaking, what is the message for Taurus for 2023, please, Spirit? For Taurus, what is the financial? The leader, the sun. Yeah, look at that. The sun. That's going to be your tarot card of the year, the sun. Leading from your heart. Doing things from that heart space. Confidently. Purposefully, courageously, being committed to the task, being true to yourself, being positive, inspiring, inspired, passionate, empowered, visionary, vital, and return to health. I did get that in December. An integral part of the fabric of life, of the universal flow of life. And I also get I also get that you are someone who is a natural born leader. Others will tend to follow you because they see you as that leader. That's carried heavy weight of responsibility in the past. Some of you may have reached the peak of your particular career where you were leading. Some of you were. I get this is energy of like a. Someone who creates something, makes something. Now that could be anything. It could be like an invention. It could be science. It could be creative in nature. It could be the arts. But whatever it is, you're a visionary leader in your particular field. And doing things differently in your unique style, your own unique voice, is going to be words and things that come from you, that come from the heart. Speaking from the heart. Speaking with your heart's voice. It's the difference between, I'm going to use books and writing again as an example. The difference between someone who is a fantastic writer and fully engages you in the story, and someone who knows the technical aspects of writing but lacks heart. I think everyone can tell the difference in those two styles of writing. One is very dry, very technically correct, but not engaging. The other grips you from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I can't use an example because I have to admit, anytime I try to read a book which is written in a style which doesn't engage from the heart, I can't finish it. And I don't want to call out authors either for doing that. So I think you all know what I mean when I say that whatever you put out to the world, you have to do it from your own authentic voice, your own authentic heart space, from the soul, deep inside of yourself. And don't worry about if it's something that hasn't been done before. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. You know, there has to be a first. There's always that first person to do something, and you can be that. You can be that, Taurus. You don't have to follow the pack. You don't have to follow the leader. No, you're the leader. Others will follow you in the future. You are the inspiring person here, Taurus, with whatever you want to do. So whatever you want to do, the money will come with this. It's not something that you're doing for money or for fame or fortune. It's something that's coming from the heart, something that you feel a soul tie to, that is eventually going to bring you the money. Okay, that's what I'm getting. That's your money card for 2023. Now, going deeper on the money situation, I think that for a lot of my Taurians out there, you have been holding back on pursuing this position in life, stepping away from the pack, leading by example. I get some of you have been in a very comfortable position, somewhat cloistered, if you will, from the it feels like it may have been family, it may have been a relationship, but whatever it is, it feels like it's something which granted you a lot of stability, security, care, but not a lot of passion. Okay, this feels like a beautiful friendship, a loving friendship, one where there is a lot of security involved, a marriage, living together, but it lacks passion, it lacks the spark. Okay, but the money is attached to this, so it may be that some of you are codependent, in some kind of codependent relationship, whether person, a marriage, a family. Some of you are involved in a family business, for instance, or your funds are tied up with a person. Now, this person cares about you deeply. There is deep love there, absolutely. I feel that it is somebody that you've known for a long time, a very long-standing connection, and the finances are tied up. So you may have thought, well, my finances are all tied up in this situation, so I can't go and do this thing that I want to do in life. Some of you may have seen that as something that was stable and secure, and something that you did not want to change. You're holding on to that. We do have the second chakra here, the Archangel Ariel, along with the Four of Wands. So yes, home is where the heart is. I'm getting that. For you, Taurus, I think that home means a lot. Family means a lot. Loving family, loving connections. Having people around you that support you, that care for you. I get celebrating some of you are celebrating a wedding. Some of you, it could be your own, but I get for the majority of you, it's like a son or daughter that may be getting married. I'm getting that. Like you're at the stage of your life here, some of you Taurians, where children are grown and they're starting to have families and houses and setting up things on their own. And some of you are finding that you're in an empty nest and you're missing that sense of family. Some of you are left with still a lot of loving, caring connection with a spouse or a partner, but the children are gone. And now it seems like it's all about just an accumulation of wealth, money, work, routine, maintaining the home. Because in the family environment, we do have the happy family here in the Five of Cups, which seems to suggest, Taurus, that there's a missing here, missing family, missing the way things were, missing children when they were small. Thinking, gosh, have I reached the end of this chapter here? Is this the end of the chapter of me helping support my family, my children? They're all growing up, they're all leaving the nest, they're all going off to pursue their own goals and dreams. What's left for me? Well, Spirit is saying you're still left with love here. You're still left with a caring connection. You still have, some of you have a partner, a spouse that's still with you. But yet others of you are thinking, okay, well, what does this mean for my partnership? That won't be for all of you guys, but some of you are questioning that, thinking, well, what? Now that the children are gone, now that book is closed, what is next for me? What is next? I've had the family. I still care very deeply for my partner, but what's next for me? Well, we have the Two of Cups and the Angel of Balance. So if life has gotten a bit dull, a little bit routine, a little bit on the staid side, I think, Taurus, you want to bring more romance, more balance into your romantic partnership. Perhaps you want to do things with a lover, with a partner. Go off and explore the world. Find romance again. I'm getting a very strong energy of finding romance again. Now, for some of you, that's with your partner that you already have. For others of you, I get that you may be finding love on some kind of journey. You may find yourself away from home, and you may find love somewhere else. I'm getting that for some of you, not all of you. Now, we also have in the energy of your health and well-being, we've got the Journey and the Death card in reverse. So this tells me that you've still got a long way to go here, Taurus. This book is certainly not finished. You've got a lot of chapters still to write, a long way to go. So if you've been thinking, oh gosh, it feels like this is the end of my life as a contributing member of society, what's left for me, Spirit is saying, no, this is just the beginning of the next version of you. I get you as a somewhat fool-like energy there. That death and rebirth energy that I was picking up in December is coming to the forefront. I get you exploring the world, exploring a new you, being open to new possibilities, new opportunities along the journey, leaving anything behind that was unfulfilling. I feel that for a lot of you, this relationship has become mainly about children, money, finances, the home, but there's something else here which is calling to you. It feels like something further from the home, something that you would have to leave the home in order to find. It does feel like the journey to find the next chapter of your life. For some of you, it rests a distance from home. Some of you may be physically travelling. Now, we also have the Door to Spirit and the Sun in the reverse. It feels like spiritual awakening. We have the mirror up here of you beginning the year, feeling like something's missing, feeling like you're missing out on something, feeling like the sun isn't shining on you. But then I get, throughout 2023, there is a spiritual awakening, a realization. and opening the door to happiness, to fulfillment, to the next chapter of your life. Spiritual awakening, well, when do we grow? Do we grow when we're in a comfortable environment where everything is handed to us on a silver platter, when everything is when we're sitting in a job that we've been in for 30, 40 years, when we've been in the same relationship for 30, 40 years? No, we don't. That does tend to be the end of growth, doesn't it? Really. And for a lot of people, that is absolutely satisfying. I'm not saying one or the other is better or best here. No. For some people, they will choose to stay and then say, well, I've had my life, now I choose to just sit and relax with my partner, retire and watch my children live their lives and live vicariously through them. Some will do that, and some will be absolutely fine with that. Taurus, I don't feel that that's you. Just the fact that you're watching tarot, I feel that you are a seeker, which suggests to me that for you, during this awakening that you're having in 2023, you're going to find yourself on a very different path. It was a path that previously you had only imagined or fantasized about. It was even a path that you denied yourself due to duties, obligations, responsibilities of the past. You may have even fought against it, struggled against it, saying, no, I'm happy with what I have. I don't want to mess up my life by going on this journey. I'll stick with what is. It seems like with this awakening, you either choose door number 1 or door number 2. Some of you will choose to stay with what you have, a comfortable, settled life. That will have a level of happiness, but also a level of melancholy for feeling like perhaps you missed out on something. And yet others of you will choose that to go into the unknown there and take the next step. So is that book of yours fully written and closed, or are you writing the next chapter? That's what Spirit wants to know here, Taurus. Now, we also have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, along with the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is a very... I think that you're being called. There's an energy here of a soul's calling. A soul's calling. Something that feels inspirational, something that you're inspired by. It could be a person, a thing, a goal, something that's inspiring you to, and is somewhat unsettling you. You're in this comfortable place, but you can't really feel comfortable there because deep down, intuitively, your inner compass is kind of spiraling, saying, I don't like sitting in this state. I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to go off and explore, I want to do something. So this is the inner you struggling against the outer you, who is saying, I'm fine where I'm at, I'll stay with what is, please. But the inner you is saying, heck no, I want to get out and explore, do things, I want to lead, I want to be the leader that I'm always meant to be. My life is not done, I'm not dead yet, I've still got a lot of life in me. I want to go off and write the next chapter of my life. So there's a bit of an inner struggle here. The spiritual awakening, it feels like something knocking at your door, saying, come out and do this, Taurus, and you're closing the door in its face and saying, no. We have the 1st chakra, Archangel Michael here with the High Priestess in reverse, which is interesting because as the overall energy, we also have the Moon in reverse with adjacent possibilities. So Taurus, yeah, I think that you're just realizing in 2023 that you have other, it's like you've been writing this book and you're writing the end of your story, and you're always thinking that it's going to end a certain way, but then you think, oh gosh, I've thought of this alternate ending. It's like a movie where a director inserts an alternate ending, like a director's cut. You get to be the author here, you get to be the director. Do you want to write an alternate ending to this story? You always thought it would end a certain way. And it still could end that way if you wanted to, but there is the possibility of an alternate ending. A rebirth, a new way, a new life. It almost feels like a completely new life for you. Yeah, it's quite exciting, intense, like a new set of circumstances, a new world, a new way of living, a new job, a new relationship, new ideas, new place. It could be a completely new place, a new city, state, country. But it feels very strong, this change. It's not a small change, it's a big change. So this alternate ending, I'll give you an example. You could have been living in the same town all of your life and been married to one person, had the same job, your children are grown. You thought, okay, well, I'll write the ending of this chapter where I stay in this town. But then an alternate ending comes into your idea. You become inspired and you say, oh, hang on a minute, well, I've still got a lot of life in me. There's another chapter I want to write. I want to see where that goes. I want to see where that new storyline takes me. And that's where I feel you're headed, although it's shaking up your world. And it can feel quite overwhelming because there's a lot of intense energy around this rather scorpionic birth, death, rebirth cycle that you've been going through over the last couple of years. And that's what I'm seeing here. Now, passions. I want to talk about passion for a minute, because what I'm getting here is a passion or an excitement for new worlds, new places, new things, new faces. You know, there's a little bit of boredom around you, Taurus. Well, I get an energy here of boredom with the same old, same old. And I feel that you want to go off and explore, you want to travel, you want to learn new things, you want to learn new ideals, you want to, if you've been the same religion your entire life, you may want to open up to spirituality, you may want to open up to new and different theologies, ideas. Something that inspires you to look at things differently through a new set of eyes. Ones that are not coloured by perhaps what you grew up with, what you grew up to believe, the beliefs of others. So this is you looking through your own, having your own authentic vision of the world and seeing the world through your authentic self and seeing the world in a very, as like a, I almost want to say like a pleasure palace, something that feels like it's your world to conquer, something that's not to be feared but enjoyed, Taurus. Now, we also have the door to value here with the Lovers in reverse. So, interestingly enough, I do feel in the past you may have made choices that were based solely on financial dealings, because I do get you holding on to connections out of a need for stability or security, and a lot of that was financial in nature. working hard for the money. Of course, you don't want to lose that. So the energy here is one of what you value most. One of the questions you'll be asking yourself here is, if you have to leave something behind which has been stable, which does have finances attached to it, where there could potentially be a loss, Spirit is asking you, is this something that you're willing to compromise on? Now, I'm not saying go off and explore the world and just hang the money. No, you have to be practical, responsible. You have to, of course, protect what is yours, while opening the door to future possibilities, adjacent possibilities. So I get that by putting some kind of financial plan, a strategy together, not racing off and doing something spontaneous or reckless, you'll be able to do this while also giving yourself a balanced checkbook. So it won't be so startling or overwhelming if you can get a handle on your finances, how your finances will look. Because I get, Taurus, you're someone who doesn't like to spend money frivolously. You're certainly not one to just go off and do things without thinking things through first when it comes to financial structures and responsibility. So if you can get all of your ducks in a row there and kind of perhaps put love on the back burner just until you can put some kind of financial plan or strategy into place, then I feel that you're going to be able to look at this with less fear. Because I think that's the main fear that you have, is that you feel like you can't do this because of your finances. I can't do this. I'm going to lose all my money. I can't do this. But Spirit says yes, you can, if you plan for it. Okay. Now, we have this woman holding a coin and the Seven of Cups. Now, this is, again, not gender specific. What I'm getting around this is think of what it will be like to be responsible for your own money fully. Perhaps for especially if you've been married, if you've been in a long-term commitment, if you've been responsible for children. Think of it, if you can imagine a time when you're free from that, free from codependence, and responsible for your own money. What will that feel like to you? Think of that. If this is something that you're trying to decide upon, whether to leave something in order to go and pursue your independence, or go and pursue some other an adjacent possibility, think of what it will be like to be solely responsible for your own money. Does that make you feel good? Will that make you feel empowered? How will that make you feel? Spirit is saying, imagine that time. Imagine a time when you have the financial power and freedom to do things that previously you'd only fantasized about, previously only had imagined. Spirit is saying it's a possibility. You can actually achieve this, but again, I get that it's going to take some planning to get there. Now, what's hidden is the Seven of Pentacles and strategy. Yeah, this is putting this strategy in place. Look, you're thinking, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's not possible. It's too overwhelming. Spirit is saying, yes, you can achieve everything that you want to achieve. You can reinvent yourself. You can have this next chapter of your life. You can have this other possibility in your life, this other life. But the key is to put into place a practical, workable strategy and plan, and then you can let go of the safety net here, which I'm picking up around this other connection around you, Taurus. Once you let go of that safety net, you can be fully financially responsible for yourself And then you'll be free to go and pursue this adjacent possibility, which I feel you want to do. It could be another relationship, it could be another place that you want to live, another job, an academic career, whatever it is. I feel that you want to fly away from the flock, you want to fly away from the pack here and reinvent your life. But you have been holding back due to financial issues that are involved around family and family responsibility. But I get that in 2023 this is achievable. You can do this. You can accomplish this. You can reinvent yourself. You can get rewarded if you're open to change. You have much to share with the world. You can, there's love on this journey as well. I'm also getting that there is love on the horizon, either with this partner, but I get for the majority of you it's actually not. I feel like this is someone that you're going to meet on this journey of yours. Could be someone you already know, but for others of you it could be someone, a soulmate, or some kind of soulful connection there that previously you'd only imagined. It can come into fruition. This adjacent possibility can be real. It can come out of the shadows and reveal itself. It seems to be something that you want to do, something that you've previously kept hidden because you felt like you couldn't do it because of financial reasons, some insecurities as well. I see you being able to conquer that. But it's going to take it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to take some effort, but your effort will be rewarded if you're open to making the changes. And I even get that there could be someone around you, this angel of balance, who has another person. It could be a soulmate who will support you, help you in this change, if you so want, if this is something that you see yourself doing. But yeah, I get in 2023 it's an open door. You can choose to stay with what is and say, well, no, I can't do that for financial reasons, or you can put a long-term strategy in place and work towards this goal throughout the year. It may not be something that you can fully embrace yet in 2023, but it's something that you can achieve either towards the end of 2023 or in early 2024. But it may take that long for you to work out how to let go of a connection that you previously held on to for financial reasons, I feel, guys. So, yeah. What's more important here? Is it the money, holding on to this money, the security, or is it the opportunity to write still another chapter in your life? That's going to be the question for you throughout the year here, Taurus. Let's get some more cards for you. I'll get a couple from this deck. I have to do it in 2 parts, so bear with me. Message for Taurus for 2023, please, Spirit. Message for Taurus for 2023. Generosity. Okay, giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed. And let's get one more. Now, I'm also picking that up as generosity from another person. More of a spirit of an exchange, equal exchange. Now I see that in several aspects of your life, but let's just get one more here. That's card number 77, so it has to do with the spiritual awakening that I was talking about, and a wake-up call. Yeah, that's that spiritual awakening, that wake-up call of, hang on a minute, I know what my purpose is here. It's like you've been floundering, feeling like the last chapter in your book has been written, and then one day you wake up and suddenly you know. Suddenly you just know that you've got another chapter in you. You're rewriting, you've got an alternate ending to the script. And that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Now, the generosity part, this is, I feel like the main ingredient for success here has to do with you being open and how you interact and relate with other people. When it comes to letting go, rather than close off to people, I feel if you share with them what's in your heart, if you share what you want to achieve, if you share how you feel, then that other person or those other people will be more open and receptive to you changing. Okay? As I said in that December reading, a lot of people around you will look at you and think and expect you to be or expect you to react the same way, and if they see you changing, they won't know exactly how to deal with you. So if you, rather than close off and hide from that, if you can share your unique self, if you can share how you're feeling with these people, I feel that they're more likely to be generous to you in the letting go. I hope that makes sense, guys. And I also get someone around you, this soulmate, that I had in the December reading, that Queen of Wands energy. Could be fire sign, but doesn't have to be. Could be any sign really, but I just get someone around you, a soulmate, an inspirational energy, who will also be. If you share, if you open up and share and let that person know what's going on with you, there will also be generosity towards you. So that's the key to success for you in getting out of one situation and into the next chapter of your life. It's like I don't feel that you need to apologize for rewriting the ending here. You don't. No, Spirit says you don't have to apologize for rewriting the ending. You just have to be open. You know? Don't leave people guessing, wondering why this is happening. Be open, be honest, do things with integrity, and I see the way ahead will be easier for you should you do that, should you go down that route. Because ultimately what you're doing, what you want to do here is something that is from your soul. It's something that's coming from the heart. Now you still care, you still love your family, you still love you still care for people that you've had connections with in the past. So you don't want to burn any bridges. You definitely don't want to do that. But if you could be open and loving and caring and giving to these people, make sure that they don't feel excluded from you, excluded from your life. I feel like things will feel a lot better for you with regard to change. Hope that makes sense for you guys. Let's get another card. I want to get an advice card. Taurus, one moment. Let's get an advice card for you. And then I will leave it there for this 2023 year ahead forecast. Now, of course, the order in which you do things is completely up to you. You know, I can't give you January, February, March. You know, it's a general reading. I can't do that. Now, if you'd like a personal reading, of course, then you can go on my website. The link will be down below, and you can get one there. That will be more tailored to your specific set of circumstances. But ultimately, this is your soul's journey for you to go towards this next chapter of your life. Write that alternate ending. Not the end for you, rather just the beginning of this next chapter of your life. Something exciting, something that's going to be fulfilling, something that's going to bring success, something that you're meant to put out to the world in terms of an invention, a creation. It could just be you putting yourself out there, reinventing yourself. And by doing this, I get that you show others that how life can be different. Really, by showing that life isn't over at a certain age, that once you've had children and all of that life is over. No, it's only just begun. It's only just beginning, this next chapter of your life. It's vibrant, it's healthy, it's exciting. It's something that's you're going to learn a lot of new things. I get a reignition of passion as well, with this soulmate as well, Taurus. So let's see. Advice for Taurus for 2023. What can I burn? Okay. Well, don't burn bridges. Okay, burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism. The images that run through your head. The reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free, your wings are ready, use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? I mean, I can't write that. I mean, in that whole thing, I was getting the book and the chapters. And here it even says, I hope you can see that, though I'm not just making that up. It really does say that at the bottom. I want to read this card again because it sums up the whole reading. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn it. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Taurus. I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the very best. Please do take care. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store, Gypsy Insights Tarot, and purchase directly. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button, guys. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to press that like button and drop me a comment down below. If you're a new subscriber, thank you, guys. I hope that you do consider subscribing if you haven't yet. For my regular subscribers, please do check to make sure that you're still subscribed. Sometimes YouTube does something a bit squirrely there, and I lose subscribers. So make sure that you're still subscribed. And click that notification bell as well so that you don't miss a new reading. Wishing you the best, Taurus. Happy and healthy and safe and prosperous 2023. Bye for now.